Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Bobby Peacock. Hey, glad to be here with y'all today. Now, in today's video, we're gonna talk about a concept: consume versus create, and what that means. So, in 2023, I started realizing that I kind of picked up a really bad habit here. See, we all have one of these things, right? It's a phone, and it's a great tool, but it can also be the greatest distraction. It's so easy to mindlessly and numbingly just scroll through social media. Well, I started picking up that bad habit. I remember I was in a conversation. We were talking with a pastor. I work for an amazing organization where we get to do prayer calls, and every other Tuesday we get to talk with a pastor who wrote an amazing devotional. His name is Justin from Watertown. So shout out to you, Justin, in this amazing devotional. Appreciate all the work that you're doing with our team. It's called Becoming a Pillar of Hope. And it's an amazing devotional. I don't know if he sells them, but if he does, y'all should pick it up. We're going through this devotional, and one of the things that he was talking about is the concept of consuming. And so before we jump into like what he said, I want to talk about like what consuming means, because I feel like there are two kinds of consuming, right? We have to look at our brain like we look at our actual full body. Like, let's say health, right? We can eat some pretty poor food, right? And when we do that, what happens to our body? Well, our body starts to get a little bit bigger. We start probably not sleeping as well, and we start not feeling as good, right? But then let's say, we're going to start eating healthy. Okay, our body's gonna adjust, our body's gonna start feeling better, and it's the same thing with the brain. Like, let's take fast food, right? So if we continue to go to fast food, we know what's going to happen. Or if we continue to start eating healthy food, well, then we also know what's gonna happen. It's the same concept with our phones. If we're constantly getting those dopamine hits through social media, and it's not actually adding value to us, that's like going to fast food versus, you know what? I'm gonna put my phone down, and maybe instead I'm gonna go through a devotional, or maybe I'm gonna go through the Bible or an actual good read to actually fill my brain with something that is good. So going back to Pastor Justin and this devotional, one of the weeks he talked about how consuming robs joy. Consuming robs creativity. What do I mean by this? We as humans, we are actually not meant to constantly be consuming information. We live in an amazing day and age where we can consume what we want. We can everything is instant. We can have something instantly, instant information, right? But that's not totally what God has for us. If we're constantly consuming and consuming, well, guess what? We're not creating. It's robbing our joy. And so I started realizing that for me in 2023. And so going into 2024, I decided, you know what? It's time for me to start taking YouTube seriously. It's time for me to start creating and maybe even become a influencer. But part of the reason why I'm making these videos is to get me out of the constant, oh, look at what so-and-so created, or look at what so-and-so created, or this or that. For me, it's just like, I'm gonna get on here, I'm gonna create some videos. Some of them are gonna be creative, and some of them are just gonna be me talking to you on camera, and it's going to be great. We're gonna have fun, we're gonna see where it goes. Some of this information, yeah, hey, it's going to bring value to you, but for me, I want to make a catalog for my son so that when he comes and looks at these videos, he can know what I went through when at age 31. So my question for you is, what kind of information are you consuming? When you're consuming that, is it robbing your joy? Is it robbing your hope? Is it robbing your creativity? And also, what kind of stuff are you creating? Maybe it's just for you, or maybe you need to share it with the world. I don't know, but let me know down below. And like always, y'all, remember, peace, love, blessings. We out.